Well, lads, today we're just going to go through a few little drills you can do at home just to keep yourselves working on your poaching and your jackling. It's a key skill in the game nowadays, not just for back rows anymore. Coaches want you to be able to do this from 1 to 15, so it's a great skill for you to be able to hone in on at home just to make yourself stand out from the rest of the players. We're going to be working on getting ourselves jackling in different tackle situations and making sure we get into the best position possible when the time arises to jackal. Yes, sir. Right, so our first drill here is just a little warm up just to get you used to the good body position and the motion you're doing when you're coming up from a tackle and getting into a jackal position. I just have a tackle pad here. You don't even need a tackle pad really, all you need is just a nice soft ground to play with, bit of grass, bit of carpet, something like that. And I just have a ball here to represent the ball. You can use anything as that, just working at home. So we're just going to start off lying on our side as we've just made a tackle, and what we want to do is we want to get our legs across into a jackal position as quickly as we can. We want to keep our height low, get our feet close to the ball and do it as quick as possible, making sure we show a clear release for the referee. So here's how that looks. Make sure you work off both sides. So when I say I want you to be quick over the ball, what I mean is you want to be able to get from your tackle position into a jackal position in as few movements as possible. So I don't want you getting up and then crabbing in multiple steps to get over the ball. What you need to be able to do is swing your hips around so that you get from the floor into the jackal position in a single movement. So if you're looking your hips around and over like that. Another quick thing as well about the release is I don't want you coming up like this completely. A clap or going like this is fine. If you open yourself up too much, you give the opposition time to get over the ball, and at that stage a ruck is formed and you won't be able to jackal. So make sure you're as efficient as possible and as quick as possible getting over that ball. Alright, so now we're going to move into a few tackle situations and jackal situations that you'd come across in a match. The first one is we've made a really good downwind tackle. We've got our shoulder right in and we've driven the opposition player back and landed on top of them. So it's a really good tackle and a really good opportunity to jackal. We're playing up this way. So what we're just going to do, work on the same things as before. Starting on the floor as if you've just made a tackle, getting up, keeping a low body height, getting your feet to the ball in one movement and getting your feet as close to the ball as possible. So here's how that looks. Again, working off both sides, making sure we're coming from our right and our left shoulder. Right, in this situation we're going to be working off a side-on tackle. You've tackled them and you've both landed going across the pitch. The ball player has presented the ball back towards the camera, so we're playing up the way. And now we're going to start integrating that swinging of the hips around. So we're going to start from this position and then swing our hips around and get into a jackal position, keeping all our other core fundamentals as well, keeping a low body height and getting our feet as close to the ball as possible. So starting right shoulder, get over and then getting over as quick as we can again, swinging those hips around. Sorry, I slipped on that one. One more. As always, make sure you're working both sides of the ball, not just working on your good side. Get your weaknesses into shape as well, get your weak side up to scratch. Right, so our last situation here is we're playing towards the camera and we've just made a poor tackle. Big fella's come with us and run over us, made a good meterage, happens to us all. And we still need to be able to get into a jackal position in this situation. So all the same things again, keeping a low body height. Challenge yourself to get around in one movement. It's going to be harder when you're coming off this type of tackle, but challenge yourself to do that and getting your feet as close to the ball here as possible. So let's see how that looks. Don't pause. As always, let's just make sure we work off both sides, work on our weaker side as well, make us a better player. yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously, a lot of you aren't going to have this kind of equipment at home, but it's just up to you to experiment and find some stuff you can use to stand in for some of these. For example, just a sausage bag, all you really need is a hurley, just to give you a line that you have to get your hips and your feet around so that you're coming in from an onside position and not stepping over, coming in from the side in an offside position. So get experimenting at home, and yeah,